is this fucking right now?
Yo, you're muted.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm gonna get it on. Okay, so I'm taking us to the top. All right, I'm going to hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, we're almost
Center
there.
vocal.
Zach, unmute. Zach, unmute. And then I'm taking this to full screen. Boys, we've got about 50 people in at the moment, and we are almost live.
I'm watching. I'm like mission. I feel like Houston Mission Control here. I'm seeing YouTube, or excuse me, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Otherwise,
I'm watching the Facebook feed. Right
yeah,
now.
I'm on the Facebook feed too. Let's go, Rico.
Okay,
Okay, Rico.
Okay, Rico.
Okay, boys, it's time. We're going to full screen.
Making full screen now. I'm shaking tree there, boss. Shaking here, boss.
Let's see here. Let's just pull up. Guys, I think we are live. Hi, guys.
Oh,
My
hi.
cameras, I might have to fix my camera here or something's going on with my camera. But
Too sexy for your camera.
if you guys, I am too sexy for. Let's go. Let's turn that off. And then let's bring up our We Are Otherwise. Just make sure we're on here, babies. Because we're live and people are hot. Yeah, we're good. Okay, boys. Can you see me? Am I all glitchy? Am I in the Matrix?
Yeah, you're like, I'm seeing you like on like X or something. Like I'm on, like I'm.
You just like tripping balls right now?
Yeah, I'm like tripping. It's
glitchy.
cool though. I'm down.
Who's that character in The Incredibles is like glitchy? He's like the glitch guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull up some chats here real quick. We got Jody, Buffy, Rachel, Jason, Flobs, Jenny, JJ Hill, Jessica Allen. What's up?
What's
Kristen, Treasure, Kathy, Rock Goddess, Baker, Chastity, Rachel, Melanie, Shannon, Alyssa. Guys, oh shit, already somebody. I'm drunk. I love that. I love that so much.
As you should be.
Guys, I'm so sorry that my phone is like so glitchy at the moment. I might jump out. And get. Do you got another? Do we have another? Am I glitchy on there?
A little bit.
Well, Wise World, what's up, guys?
What's up,
gentlemen?
Wise World?
Hold on. Let's start this off right. Hold on, gentlemen. Happy Friday.
Our official sponsor.
Yeah.
Our official, unofficial sponsor.
Our
Cheers.
official, unofficial sponsor.
Cheers to everybody for showing up.
Yes, bro.
Zach with his Pellegrino being responsible.
Is that keto, Zach?
Because he has to drive home.
Yeah, only zero carbs, zero sugar, and it's from Italy.
Yes.
It's European water. It's European sparkling water.
So we were just tripping out about getting on time, getting to our people in time. Just this time last week, we were practically doing the same thing, but in a completely different arena, completely different dynamic. Last week we were playing our highly anticipated and badass acoustic live stream to the world,
which was awesome.
Which was amazing.
That was a lot of fun. That was like by far the most fun I've had in the quarantine with all the stuff that we have been doing, how busy we've all been.
Yeah.
Trying to get things going. the accumulation of all like the ideas and work and like collaborations we put together. That was so much fun. I had a blast.
Shout out to the team that our
Yeah.
team that was able to pull this off. It was easily one of the most epic acoustic live streams ever.
Yeah.
So shout out to the team for that.
Kill Pop from Kill Pop, the instructor that made it happen.
Zach, thank you for getting us hip to this new age. I just left lunch with Jason Braceland of the Review Journal to actually talk about our endeavors, and he was so fascinated by when we started working with you just a couple months ago. He was so fascinated by like, hey, what are artists doing in this day and age? What are you doing? I'm like, hey man, we started working with this new manager, and he gave us hope. He gave us light at the end of the tunnel. He said, get to streaming, man, get there, get on it. And it was a different language to us. And now the live stream and this right here, us streaming from Twitch to you guys, this is the accumulation. This is our months of hard work learning. This new learning curve has gotten us here. So, it's very exciting.
I appreciate it, Ryan. It's funny you say that because I'm filling in for Adrian tonight, everyone. But it's funny you say that. I have so many industry friends like reaching out to me like a couple times a week, and they're like, "Hey, like, how you doing? Like, how bad is it?" I'm just like, it's not that bad. Like, I'm busy, Obviously, we're not making what we were making, but we've adjusted to. There's still fans out there, and all these artists have their platforms, so there's really no reason you can't reach them. You just have to find new creative ways to get out there. And with this band, doing Sturgis and doing 2 live online streams and partnering with Twitch, and just everyone finding ways to create content outside of the original traditional way has been it's been actually really exciting. And not having to worry about the moving parts of touring has been so refreshing, because I'm a concert promoter and an artist manager, and not having to worry about advances and all these bands' touring needs and a million technical problems has been actually a lot more fun to just focus on the creative side. So
I love the, I think it was one of your Facebook posts when you were talking about being a curator. And I was like, man, that's really what happened when you brought artists in. I think we just had a post that's hitting off pretty hard from Heidi Shepard with the Butcher Babies, which is super exciting. Oh, it's like a Royal Rumble. You guys ever watch WWE Royal Rumble when everybody's wrestling and it's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Who's coming in? Let's see what happens. Who's coming into the Wise Royal Rumble? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no!
Off the top rope.
Off the top rope. Coming out.
Somebody break the.
There we go.
Somebody break the glass. Do the.
Hold on, we can't hear you. Hold on.
Hold
on, we can't hear you, buddy. Hold on. Fuck. Let me. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see. Let me get you off of. Let me get you off mute real quick. No, you are not muted, sir. Unmute your phone, brother.
Uh-oh. It's just your phone.
Oh, can you hear? Can you hear my brother? I can't hear him.
No.
We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you.
Kind of hear him.
Turn something up. We've got lots of. Let's get ready to rumble, Kristen. Right? AP looking sharp. Hi guys. Jessica Rose, I work in education. The whole online thing is a major learning curve. Yes, it is. Yes, it is for us too, for everybody. But we will prevail.
I was saying when we were talking about the day before the acoustic show, I was
AP,
saying
we can't hear you. Sorry, continue, Nick.
Is your brother in here? Or is he on the phone?
He's in the Zoom call, but we cannot hear him.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But it's kind of funny. It's like a silent movie. It's like we're watching a silent movie right now.
Oh my God! No, yeah. What you were saying about the WWE thing, I really wanted to have like a over the top like World Wrestling Federation like host to like introduce all of our guests and like make a big over the top thing like no entering the ring and like just make it ridiculous. But
that's really how it was on stage on Friday, dude.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's see if I can get. We cannot hear you. I don't think
Adrian's talking, but
he's talking a lot.
He doesn't know that, because he's giving us a story right now.
Guys, let's just watch him.
It's just like
I'm gonna try to read his lips.
yeah, dude. Like just see what you can do.
It's like
Now
that
he's quiet.
scene in Apollo.
Can you
it's like
hear
that scene
us?
It's like that scene in
Addy.
Apollo 13
He's
where they're
like-
broadcasting and they just mute him.
This is hilarious.
Yeah, 'cause he's
Baxter,
not-
bark twice if you're in Minnesota.
He's definitely not muted.
What? You ate the whole wheel of cheese and pooped in the refrigerator.
I'm not even
Not
angry
even
on
that.
this.
I'm impressed.
All right, this is odd because, oh God, he's singing.
He's
Oh, man.
he's whatever's happening, he's having a great time. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Well, that's good. So we'll just continue on a bit. This is fun. Oh, hey, there's a guy. Nice.
There's a guy.
This is actually great. This is awesome.
This is better. This is better than I could have imagined.
This is better than Adrian talking.
Yeah.
We
So
should
is
do a
it-
voiceover pretending what he's
Is that
actually
a truly?
saying.
Is that a truly in his hand? Is that a
We
truly?
should do a bad lip read. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, my brother is the coolest fucking brother on the planet, and I fucking love him. I just want to tell you guys how much I fucking love my brother.
Are you another one? You're the singer, brother. I saw you on my phone.
Oh my god, yeah.
Hey, what's up? I got
Hey.
a.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, this is so
Come in.
funny. I gotta love this. This is better than
Oh my God.
reality television. You're so right, guys. They could probably hear us. Hi, can you hear us, ladies? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
I don't know.
We can't hear
They
you.
can't hear us.
All right.
They're-
Either
they're
way,
pro-
guys. So
They're
around
probably
this
saying
time,
that they're probably saying that Joe's cute because that's all anyone ever says.
she's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Why is the black guy sitting so low?
Also,
was-
let me. She's like, yeah.
Wait, hold on. You got wait, Brian. You got to preface that story. Like there's a reason, dude. You gotta tell the
guys.
story. The story from.
There was an epic acoustic show, a separate epic acoustic show.
Yo,
Our
hold
pri-
up,
the
hold up.
private-
What's going on here, guys? We've got
Oh,
like the
God.
chick who caught the bouquet or something, right?
What is
He's
this?
like Adrian is interviewing people right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She thinks it's a selfie. They think it's a selfie. Oh my god.
They're all about
Oh,
it,
there's
though.
my
My good
sister-in-law.
side.
There's my
Get my good
sister-in-law. She
side,
got a
oh my
mask
God.
on. All right. Sorry. Okay, so
Oh
let's.
my God.
My brother's gonna be so fucking pissed when he finds out.
He has no clue that we can't hear him.
No,
just
and
don't.
the Zoom call. Look, guys, I get blamed for the back end admin shit when
Yeah.
it's 19 steps to figure out one thing. He is not muted right now. Okay.
No, he's not. I can see he doesn't even have like an audio thing coming through right now.
Maybe it's not even plugged into the phone. But regardless, okay.
Probably
So
his headphones are probably like half plugged in.
can you call him, please?
Oh my
Can you
God.
call him? Call him. Okay. So either way, you're right. Prefacing about the girl who raised her hand at our man, we've been so busy. That's so
Yeah.
Oh.
cool. We have like 3
Yeah.
different amazing experiences that took place
Yeah.
on what in the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
weeks, yeah.
quickly, Joe, please explain why little Miss Lady raised her hand to ask why the gorgeous chocolate love dessert was so low.
So she was curious as to why I was sitting lower than everybody else, because everybody else was sitting on stools and I was sitting on a cajon because a cajon is shorter than a stool. And she was very interested in why I was sitting lower than everybody else. And then she proceeded to come sit with me where I was sitting
Oh, shit.
on top of me.
Sound is in, Joe. Hold
Uh-oh.
on. Oh God, I just heard. Oh God, here we go, guys.
It's happening.
God.
What's happening? Can you see anything? Can anybody see anything?
Oh man, I know that tone of voice. I know that tone of voice.
Here we go.
Oh God! Oh, you guys hear anything? No, here we go.
We can hear you, Adrian, now.
Hold on,
We just
hold
can't
on.
see you.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Can you see us? Raise a hand. I raised the hand.
We can't.
Hey,
No,
put
I
your-
see your hand raised.
Hold on,
but,
hold on.
But turn on your video.
Turn your
Well,
video
Joe, how
on.
the fuck do I turn my video on, bro? Look, this shit is.
Oh, hold
going
on, I
down.
got
He's
you.
like, oh, I'm the asshole.
Bro, yeah, I'm the fucking asshole.
That's what he
I'm the
said.
fucking asshole. I'm the fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Start my video. All right. Wait. I just started my video.
You're
I
back.
never left. I'm already back in Adrian chaos.
Right.
Oh, I'm the fucking asshole. All right.
It doesn't
Never
matter
beat
what part of the country you're in. No one is safe from AP's wrath.
Bro,
No
it
one
doesn't
is
matter what
safe.
part of the universe you're in, bro.
That's right.
All right, hold on, wait.
All right, so you guys are on now. Say hello to the wise world.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, look,
Rick,
hi,
Rick,
Katie.
Oh, you guys can see it, Katie?
Yeah, we see her.
Look how hot my girl is, bro. I fuck her sometimes.
Technology.
Awesome.
For sure, twice. You've definitely done
Yeah,
it
for
twice.
sure, twice.
At least twice.
At least
I banged her twice. All right, this is Ricky. This is Ricky. This is his wedding.
Oh,
right,
hey,
this
man.
guy, look at this man, bro.
You can't hear us, but cheers, bro.
All right, look, we're just getting handed bottles of I don't know what.
Is that oil?
All the wine, every wine. This the bride. Hi.
Hey.
Say hi.
Everyone.
All right, you guys gonna live to like 200,000 people at least.
There's 17 million people
Oh,
on our
shit.
stream right now.
There's like 70 billion people.
There's literally
No, it's
767
like
million people on our stream.
100,000. Like 100,000.
Right here. There's so
Honestly.
many people.
This is my man Stan. We were dancing and nobody wanted to dance but me and my man Stan. It was like, dude, it was like fucking Footloose. Bro.
Hey, Stan. Hey, bust a groove right now. Dance right now.
He can't hear you, brother. He can't hear you. But we
Tell
were
him I
busting
said
through.
let's dance, baby. I'll dance if he
You
dances.
said you dance, Stan.
Bro, it was like Footloose. You're like, we can't dance? Well, call me Kevin motherfucking Bacon, because I will dance, all right? And we we did. It was dope. It was dope.
I keep forgetting your brother's 3 hours ahead of us. I'm like, why is he drinking? I'm like, this is my first one. It's only like
Right.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
like,
that's
hey,
it? That's
so-
it? That's all you got?
So the wedding was a good time. It looks like.
Oh, the wedding was dope, bro. I'm hanging out with like a lot of rich white people. It's really nice. And they're super cool. Let's check them out. This is the groom right here. This is the groom, Ricky.
Congrats, Ricky.
Look at his face.
Congrats, Ricky.
Yeah, I look like that when I got Joe. You're about to look like that too, bro.
There you go. Here we go. A little
We're having
PDA
a
for
lot
the
of-
afternoon.
We're having a lot of fun on our chat. Thank you guys so much for streaming in. We're having a good time. You know, we're literally in 5 different places right now, jumping
Yeah.
in.
yeah.
We're having a good time. As you
So-
can
so
see.
we got
Hey, hi there.
Look at her hair. Look at her hair. Her hair is dope.
Zach, where are you right now?
I am in Arizona.
Arizona.
Okay, so we got San Diego, LA, Arizona, Vegas, and New York. Dude, we're everywhere right now.
And more people are joining. More people from Adrian's stream are joining in as the
We're
minute.
the motherfucking United Nations of rock and roll, bro.
Albanora,
Right.
he says, and that's how you get COVID. No, I think we're COVID proof, man. From what we dealt with in the last couple
Yeah.
weeks. My goodness.
If your brother didn't get it from Sturgis, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yes, we did get a COVID test after Sturgis, and it did come in negative, so we are good to go.
Negative.
Yes.
We're solid.
Yes, guys.
When are we coming back to Connecticut? Somebody asked.
Unmute.
When are we coming back to Connecticut?
Connecticut seems safer than South Dakota.
Probably 2021. Definitely
Zach,
2021.
you're the concert promoter. What's your idea on that?
We might have an offer for Halloween in at some water park in New Caney, Texas, apparently, but it's getting worked out. Fingers crossed.
Bro, Zach, we should have a Halloween offer in the afterworld, bro.
Let's go to the afterworld. He
Bro,
said.
do you have somebody in the afterworld? Like, who is the booking promoter for the afterlife?
One second. Let me get
Grim Reaper Productions.
Look.
Grim
Grim
Reaper
Reaper
Productions.
Productions.
Grim
Yeah,
Reaper Productions at hotmail.com on it.
Bro, we
I know
all
that
gonna
guy.
die. Look, check this guy out. Look at him. It's his wedding. Look. Oh no. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
It's all good. Don't worry. It's gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. Don't
It's
worry.
only gonna get worse.
Kelsey, say hi to the whole wise world.
Otherwise, yes.
on your wedding day.
Hey.
My black wedding dress. I love it.
Oh, it's my man Stan.
We're gonna do
My
a
man
house.
Stan. It's my man Stan, the only dude who would dance with me in a place that we were told we couldn't dance.
That's kind of weird. A
Bro,
wedding where you
no,
can't dance.
Dude, have you seen motherfucking Footloose? We are living
Was he-
Footloose right now, bro.
Was he doing the Footloose?
No, we were doing the Footloose, bro.
Gotta cut
We were
loose.
going Footloose, Stan. Stan was
Okay.
going so Footloose, bro. It was crazy.
Yo, guys, not even gonna lie, my phone just called 911. I'm not even playing.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that-
yeah. I'm getting a call back. Hold on. Hello.
I might have to get out of here then. 'Cause
Okay,
Me and
the
Joe
No,
got
no,
black,
it.
no. I'm so sorry.
I'm
It
not
was
safe
someone-
even
my-
online.
My
the
iPhone
black
pressed the
guy and the
emergency,
Asian guy should
button.
go first, and then the brown guy,
Ryan.
and the white guy. Okay, Nick, you should talk to the people on 911.
I'll talk to them. They'll be fine. It's fine.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
everything will be fine.
Oh,
Hey,
there I am.
It'll be dope, Nick. If you talk to 911, we'll get a better record deal.
That's
Oh.
fine.
Oh, wait, come back.
On board.
Okay, so guys, what are we talking about, Zach? We need the promoter. Who promotes for the Afterlife? And can we get a
Grim
gig
Reaper
there?
Productions.
Grim Reaper Productions.
Yeah,
Okay.
we might be
Looking-
playing Texas on Halloween, but stay tuned. But hey, I want to say one thing to all the Twitch subscribers out there. The most amount of gift subs after today's stream is going to get a follow from all the band socials,
Yes.
including
Yes.
the members. So
100%.
whoever gifts the most subs on this stream, all
No,
the
man.
members of the band and the band page will follow you.
Do it.
Yes, that's a great idea. Guys, jump on, gift subscription, subscribe to our Twitch. This is how we make our living at the moment, which is a lot of fun. Subscribe. The highest bidder gets all of our what is that? It's a click. It's a
Follows.
follow. It's a
Yeah.
follow. You all get it. Hold on. Okay, yeah.
Nah, well, it's
So keep that in mind.
Bonus too.
I ain't give following nobody instead of somebody subs me a butt plug with Wi-Fi. All right.
Oh, that's
I
a
am
good
not-
idea.
I am
Bro.
not gift subbing nobody until I get a fucking butt plug with Wi-Fi. All right.
All right, for
Uh,
sure. We do have like older people on this stream, and I think you're
Oh,
scaring
older
them.
people love butt plugs, bro.
Our parents are on this stream.
How do you think
Yeah,
we got here, bro?
Also,
You see how he got
How do
quiet?
You, think we
You see how he
here,
got quiet
bro?
for a second?
sorry,
Did you guys see
How
that?
do you think we got here?
You guys see how he
Also-
was like, ooh. Hold on. He was like, hold on. Let me get my sunglasses
Can
off
I
my
say-
head. And then I said, parents. He's
How
like,
about-
ooh. They're watching. They're
If you-
watching right now.
If you, I hope Mama don't watch no more.
shout out to the wise mom because she's amazing and
Yes.
she made one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've had in a long
Hey,
time.
babe, come here.
Yeah.
So-
In all honesty, hey, Big Henry, what's up? It's good to see you guys too. Thanks for tuning in on Twitch. We really appreciate that. Our parents have always been something very, very special. Like
Yeah, they're
honestly,
awesome.
everybody like gives
Dude.
it credit to our brotherhood, but it's really because of our parents that
Yeah.
we're still
Our
rocking. You know?
parents are the American dream, bro. They
Period.
came here from another country. They came here. They chose this country. I don't like what we said on the live stream. Everybody has a shitty past. Everybody. I don't care who you are. You have something you've done in your past that you're not proud of. Like any country. Our parents chose this place, and now we're sitting here rocking the fuck out. 2 brown guys, a white guy, a black guy, and a fucking Asian guy is fucking making this shit happen.
True
So,
that. We need to
That's
crop
facts.
that and edit it, and that's what we're posting. That line right there.
Put it on a
Go
t-shirt.
suck a freedom boner, bro.
Put it on a shirt,
suck
dude.
on
Yeah.
a freedom boner. Oh, bro.
Freedom boner? That's a gnar, dude.
Freedom.
Hold on, let me plug my ears back in. Yes.
Somebody said they were supposed to be at a show in Indiana. Did you guys also have these moments where you saw on the calendar places we were supposed to be
Babe, what are we
as
doing?
they passed by?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
impressive.
yeah,
that was
that was
super
tough.
sad.
Shout out to you in
Contrary, we're good.
Indiana.
Shout out to everybody in Indiana for we've had some really, really great times. Really great radio support. That was something.
The
What was
bear.
it? It was
The bear, baby.
yeah. Yeah. It was National Radio Day yesterday. And you know what? A surprising fact about my brother and I, he actually got me the job there. But we worked in radio in Las Vegas before we signed our deal. Yeah. Well, it was prior. Yeah. You kind of handed me, you left the job, gave me the job. I got the job. We rocked it, whatever. But yesterday was National Radio Day. So, like, Indiana specifically is making its memory come up. But, you know, our band has been known so much for the, you know, our love on radio. So if there's any radio promoters, DJs, programming directors, you guys.
We will suck all your dicks, all of the dicks. All right. Joe and Nick will suck every dick.
Every dick.
Yeah, Joe and Nick, because my brother and I have already done it. We've been in the industry for 8 years now. All right.
Fun fact: I also used to work in radio, and when I was in New York,
bro, I gotta jump on a party bus, bro. It's fucking
the Holiday Inn bus.
I'm wearing my sunglasses.
He said party bus. It says Holiday Inn Express.
I know. That's what they call it on the East Coast. This is the party bus.
That's what they call it.
Oh, it's the party bus. Woo! All right, here we go.
I'm the asshole.
All right,
there we go. I'm the asshole. I'm the fucking asshole. Wait, no. All right, so everybody say, I'm the asshole. I'm the fucking asshole. All right. Yo, Stan, what happened to you, man? I thought we were going to dance, bro. Oh, excuse me.
And
excuse me.
Kapow. So, guys, yes, you worked in radio, Joe.
Yeah. I also worked in radio on the East Coast when I was going to school in Boston. The guy I was interning for produced a show on Hot 97. So I worked at he brought me on to work for that show on Hot 97 in New York. So I worked there for a couple of years actually.
Oh shit, off the top rope and he's out.
Off the top rope. That was an epic high and by to the epic experience that is Adrian Patrick.
Absolutely. Did that not have somewhat of a did that not make us reminisce on kind of the vibe in Sturgis?
Yes. Yes. 100%.
I gotta praise Zach. So Adrian is usually, like, when we're on tour, from the tour I experienced, we're usually good most days, and then when we have like a day off, we'll cut loose, we'll have a couple drinks, you know, we'll chill.
You got
it. If you have to, it's just to relax. In Sturgis, so Adrian has this really awesome habit of just like disappearing. Like, he will just go and he'll dance with someone, or like he'll just vanish, right? And like, it's hard to find him sometimes. But Zach, dude, we came back to the venue, and within 2 fucking minutes, Zach had Adrian, and we were like good to go. Like, Zach is the man. He is the Adrian Wrangler, dude. I'm telling you.
That was impressive.
I was a tour manager before I was in a manager. So
your skills know no bounds, dude. You got it all.
My whole confusion is on everything that's been going on. Me and Nick are the like single guys, and I don't know how we end up babysitting everyone else and their girlfriends when we're the single guys. Like, what is going on?
We're mom and dad, dude. You're the dad and I'm the mom.
We do Sturgis, we do a live stream, we do a private show, and me and Nick are literally babysitting everyone.
That is what happened, because we ended up what made you come to that conclusion after our live stream at this time? Let's see, what time is it? 7:05. We were just about to go live. We ended up going downtown, doing some downtown vibes, and Joe was getting his with his lady, I was getting mine with my lady. My brother wasn't getting none with no ladies, but my brother he's a lover of life. Okay.
Yes.
All right. He likes to understand the rules, so that then he can break the rules.
Yes.
And, you know, that's a natural thing. But, yeah, you guys were hella chilling. You guys were chilling hard.
Yeah.
Adrian might have wanted to climb a tree at one point.
Yeah, 100%. We were like, where's Adrian's? Like, hey, isn't there a fire escape near here? We should go check that out. Make sure he's not like on top of a building.
He literally walked over to me and said, I just want to climb something right now.
Yes. Yo, let's give a shout out real quick. Let's give a shout out, Shannon A. Thank you for the subs. Yes, we appreciate it.
Yeah, giving a lot of subs there. Shannon just gifted 5 subs. Amazing.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much. I know this is new for all of us, and we're on Twitch, and we really appreciate you guys adapting to the new age right now with what we're going through. These subs and when you guys spend your money, it helps the band. It helps it's really appreciated. So thank you guys so much. This is how we get the chance to do these things. We get to hire professionals like Joe and Nick Bedrosian and Zach's on the team, and it's really because let alone their love and their talents, but because you guys support us. So everybody watching right now, again, I'll never stop thanking you guys. So thank you so much. And we had VIPs for Angola. Oh yeah, I know. Fuck, no more VIPs. Not gonna get sucked. Maybe you should get sucked into another sub war. I don't know. Those Twitch sub wars are a lot of fun.
Ha!
I mean, Nick, wait till Nick, Mr. Single Nick over here starts following some of these ladies online, you know? So,
Ooh. Hey, Nick.
Follow.
So we went to a lovely brunch on Sunday morning, guys, right?
Yes.
At the Sparrow and the Wolf. But Nick, the night, was that? No, you were on your way to the photo shoot.
That was right,
yeah. And so you, how did that turn out? Was there blood? What was that? What was going on?
What's
What
going
kind of
on
blood
over
was
there?
that? What kind of
There
blood
was
that?
blood.
Nick?
All right, so first I'll preface before I was gonna say before your brother had his whole adventure we just watched, I was gonna say so yeah, the person who does the most subs tonight that we'll all follow, I'm very, like, my cat is my whole world, right? So I'm all about cat pictures. If you want cat pictures from me and after the follow, you'll get all the cat pictures. So like that's just more incentive.
All the cat pictures.
Yo, I'll double down. You guys met my dog. You met our dogs. I'll throw some
All
dog
the cat
pics in there.
I will never send nudes, but I will for sure send cat pictures. So, which is like better anyway.
So are you saying no dick pics?
No, just pussy pics of my cat.
Okay. That makes that's cool.
But the photo shoots, yeah, we had this amazing brunch at Wolf and Sparrow, which was awesome, dude. Like, and then your boy was there playing trumpet, doing some live music.
Hey, Rico.
Rico.
Okay, Rico.
Rico. Yeah, but dude, like the photo shoot was super cool, and it's a funny story because like I don't do like Tinder really, but I downloaded it while we were in Vegas because like why not, you know?
Yeah.
And so
When
I
you were
met
in Vegas 4 years ago, get out of here.
Yeah. Right. No, but like, so I had Tinder and I matched with this girl and we honestly we just clicked. Like we have like all the same interests and like, you know, just like it was vibe, but she just got out of a relationship and like I'm been divorced and just kind of doing my own thing. And just like, so we just like, hey, you know, you're into art, we're into art. She is a photographer, very talented photographer. Her name's Kenzie. You can follow her you can go to my socials and follow her if you want. Great model. So we didn't want to like go on a date or anything. Model. Yeah, exactly. So we're like, yo, like, you have a free day this week? And so after the shoot, I had the Sunday open after we did brunch. And I was like, yeah, you want to do a photo shoot? Like, let's just set it up. And so we go there and we had fake blood. We had rose petals. There was a tub. It was just this cool Queen of the Damned vibe.
Yeah.
And we got some great shots. Like we never worked together, first time working together. And like, I love photography. I love all kinds of art, like outside of music, photography and painting and all that kind of stuff is like my favorite kind of art. And we had a killer photo shoot. And like, if you go to my art page, Nicholas Rose IG, all the pictures are up there and it looks fucking awesome. And
yeah,
it was a good time.
I'm going to post that right now in our chat. Nicholas Rose.
Somebody says, Shannon says, hey, Nick, I have some single girls here in Indiana for you.
Oh, no.
Some of them are massage clients.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Shannon is a great massage. Yes.
Under normal circumstances, I would say, yeah, but I'm happy doing me right now. You know?
Smart man.
Oh, okay.
Smart man.
Thank you, Jody, for the donation.
Yes. Joe, Mama Joe. Is it Mama Joe?
Yeah.
Right. Hey.
Jody.
You know, it's so wonderful. We have this this wise mama, this road mama, Jody Dodama, who's also our tax lady, Verdant Accounting. If you guys, I don't know, for next year, check out get your taxes done with Jody. She's a rock and roll tax agent.
Yeah.
But she wasn't. We did this live stream on last Friday, acoustic live stream, and we had a couple of the wise OGs, some of the wise wizards reach out like, hey, we didn't see Jody saying anything about the show. Is she okay? And like, we had our management, me, my brother, a couple fans like reaching out like, where is Jody at? What is going down? Because there was no love. Where's Jody? Where's Mama Joe? Where's Mama Joe Bug at? But she was camping. She got back to us. We were worried for like 2 days. So
Yeah.
you know, if anybody says rock and roll and enjoying music in these crazy times doesn't keep us together, it does. The community
That's
is
a
alive and
fact.
kicking.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Jody.
So we have an entire stream on our Facebook page right now from last Friday. You guys can watch the whole thing. But one of the most important things for today's stream was to kind of talk to the guys about like how you guys felt, man, because that was, for me, it was something really, really special. You know what I mean? And Joe, Nick, if you guys could just, if there was some standout moments or anything you guys want to share with the Wise World, man, let us know.
Well, first of all, I had an amazing time. It was almost therapeutic for me to be up there and to be doing something different in the form of an acoustic show. The part that stood out to me the most was when everybody was up there and we were all doing Soldiers and we were all singing and we were doing a cappella, and then the few people who were there with us was doing the a cappella, and that was, I mean, chills, bro. Like that was like one of those moments. I posted about it on my socials because that stuck out to me, and it was like for 2 seconds we were not in an apocalyptic world. For 2 seconds we were just like playing music and living life, and I wasn't thinking about like being quarantined or not working or any of the other crazy stuff that we're going through. So that was awesome. And I also wanted to say thank you so much to the Wise World for just like, I'm the newest guy here, but everybody's been so welcoming, so loving, so supportive, so accepting of me. I see your messages. I try to comment on everything that you guys comment on or whatever. I might miss it, but I try to. But just thank you guys for like showing me love and like bringing me in and making me feel a warm welcome, a part of the Wise family. I love you guys.
That's so awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, just, like, for example, which relates to both of you guys, is when Zach, we got the offer for Sturgis, which was the start of like the craziest, busiest 2 weeks of 2020.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, we got the offer. Me and my brother are down. Whether we're idiots or not for accepting, we're going to accept because that's just what we do.
Yeah.
But we're like, okay, Zach, you got to call Joe and Nick, and like, we got to like talk about this, right? And so Zach is a consummate pro, and he's like, this is what's going down. This is the one thing about Zach that I love so much is strategy, for brand strategy and strategy for the music, to get our music to as many people. So he's like, okay, guys, this is super important for the strategy, blah 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 blah, saying all the right stuff, and then literally he's like, can you guys do it? On the call, and I'm sitting on speakerphone. My brother's working on one of his art pieces. I'm sitting there. We're taking the call, and simultaneously we hear Nick and Joe go, "I'm down. I'm down."
It was easy.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, like fuck yeah, let's do this. You know what I mean? So it's like you guys are so accepted by our lovely fans because you guys elevate us, and you guys are down as fuck to rock. So fucking cheers to you, motherfuckers.
Cheers.
Yeah, everyone seems super dedicated, which is nice. And it's funny, the way the story actually went, Ryan, is I get a text from you, get us Sturgis. And I looked down at my phone, I'm like, oh fuck, like I better get him Sturgis. Like, Ryan says, get us Sturgis. So I was like, all right, well, we had this other booking agency, and I just, in an impulsive fit of like logic, I basically let him go. And I hired another booking agent, Alex Gilbert, who I've been working with for the past like 7 years on multiple
Shout out
clients.
Alex Gilbert.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
Alex Gilbert at Dynamic Talent, and literally within 12 hours, we had Sturgis, an offer for Sturgis in front of us, and we had Zip, another festival which we're going to announce next month. But within 12 hours, that happened. So yeah, we got everyone on the phone. We're like, can we do this? This is going to be a suicide mission, and I thought it was going to have to be a long, drawn out talk. And Nick and Joe were down for the cause, and I think we went out there and. I hadn't seen the band play live since 2015 when you guys played with Steel Panther at NAMM, and I was so impressed. And yeah, it was great. We streamed for the Patreon people in the private Patreon group. So sign up for Patreon if you'd like exclusive content like that. So they got to actually see the show at Sturgis, and
which was cool.
Then from there we're driving back, and we have this acoustic stream coming up, and I was like, oh man, we're doing acoustic stream. Like we did full band on the last one. Like how are we going to top that?
Right.
And so like me and Ryan, I'm just like, I'm the type of personality. It's like, it's gotta be better than the last one. We've always got to be up in our game. Like, what are we going to do when we're stripped down to be up in our game? So
yeah.
I just started texting friends. I got, Robert from Escape the Fate came in because he's Vegas local. We got the guys in their Blacktop Mojo just happened to be in Vegas shooting a video with Larry. They came in. I texted Heidi and Henry from Butcher Babies. They came in, and everyone was so down to just perform some live music for the internet because that's all we have now, so that's the only platform. So it was really cool seeing it all come together. And yeah, it was, I don't know, just this camp, you guys as clients in this camp is just really open and willing to do whatever it takes to be successful in the pandemic. And then following that from Sturgis into the live acoustic stream all the way into a private show was just like, I was just like, wow, we're busy. So I'm not kidding. Like when colleagues of mine in the industry called me, like, how are you doing? I'm just like, can't talk right now. We're slammed. Gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, that's a really special, I don't know. We're all partnered up. It's like we have this Butcher Babies, Blacktop, Escape to Fate. Like they were like, yeah, we'll come jam with you guys. But we have John Boyko with Structure Exhibits and Larry Hinson with Kill Pop. The stage was just tremendous. And Nick, you were talking about earlier how it was like a Royal Rumble, but it's because we were on this amazing, like it was true to form, this stage with lights and an LED wall, and it was just our own little room to block us off of all the bullshit that's going on in the world right now. And it's just like, hey, let's rock. It was like Mr. Rogers rock and roll. Like, who's the next guy coming in?
Yeah, literally.
Rockers, man.
Oh, dude, it was so tremendous. Nick, do you remember we were playing one song? I look over to you. I'm like, dude, we got to remember this moment for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Like, dude, don't forget this moment, man.
Yeah, it was all good vibes.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's crazy. Heidi posted the cover you guys did of In This Moment with Adrian, and Maria from In This Moment was commenting all over Heidi's thing today. So just seeing all the cross-pollination happening with Escape, Blacktop Mojo, Butcher Babies. You guys are doing what YouTubers have been doing forever, where they only had the internet and there wasn't touring. In the past, people would play festivals together, you package a bunch of bands on an ad mat, and that was how you cross-pollinated. In today's world, you just collab like YouTubers, where if we do a live online performance, everyone comes on, or everyone's commenting on everyone's things, and it's just triggering algorithms, cross-promoting, and it feels really nice seeing otherwise, like, kind of back in this, like, area, like this kind of like little clique that we've created around most of the Eric German bands. So
Eric German, fucking lawyer extraordinaire. But yeah, that's a great point you bring up. Like I mentioned earlier, I left a lunch with Jason Braceland of the Review Journal here in Las Vegas, and he was asking me like, hey, what are you guys doing? I kind of explained to him everything that we've been doing. He's like, wow, this is something different. This is something special. And most importantly, he's like, this is something positive. Like, this is something that for all the bullshit that's going on, as artists, this is something that, you can gravitate to if you're a up and coming artist, or you're an artist who was kicking ass and now touring's not there. It's like, dude, this is the route. Like, we are, regardless if there's 20, 30, 40, 50 people watching us right now, we are on the cutting edge of what's important and what makes artistry relevant right now. So it's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, my favorite moment and everything, though, Nick, when you sang Drown, I had
Yeah.
no idea you had such a great singing voice. So in my mind, when you started singing that, like my mind, I was just like, we need to utilize all the weapons in the band, you know? And
Yeah.
then the other thing that I've noticed is Joe seems to have this magical star power about him. I'm at the merch booth in Sturgis, and fans are like, where's the drummer at? And then we're at the private party, and middle-aged women want to meet you, and it's just like the singer, everyone else is like, push that aside. We just want to talk to Joe. So
I'm telling you, man. Like, the rhythm section is the new rock stars, dude. I'm telling you.
Dude, you guys,
That's the
you guys
synergy.
kill it.
It's the BDN Joe synergy.
True
Dude,
that.
it is. We're the low end booty shakers, dude.
Speaking of Joe, you got cut off by the entrance of the AP and the Royal Rumble. But speaking of speaking of the attention and the appreciation that Joe was getting at our private show that we were hired for, if the numbers are right, we will show up in your backyard and fucking throw down.
Yeah, we will.
But
Yeah.
thank you to the Farr family. You guys have been friends for a long time. Thank you, Shannon and
was
Dawn.
epic.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, dude.
But the story, why is the black beautiful chocolate man
Oh,
lower
man.
than everybody else, quote unquote? And what happened?
The story, it was such an epic night, and this was just another part of it. Adrian's talking, and he hands her the mic, and then he says, "Don't say anything stupid." And then she says, "Oh, my husband died." And so that was awkward. And then she goes on this like, deep kind of diatribe about like her friendship with the birthday girl, which was amazing. And then she's like, but then I saw
In the same breath
is like, I saw this beautiful black guy sitting lower than everybody else. And I don't understand why he's sitting lower than everybody else. And I'm like, huh? And so she goes on about why I'm sitting lower. I'm sitting lower because I'm on a cajon and everybody else is on stools with guitars. So it makes sense to people who aren't inebriated. But then she comes to the stage. So she comes to the stage and she proceeds. Maybe she wanted to try it out and like understand what sitting on a cajon
She wanted
was
to
like.
try something out, bro.
your fiance is just in the background, just cracking up.
She's
the
just
whole
sitting
time.
there. So my
Just like,
fiance's
"Yeah!"
there.
And Joe's
She's
just like,
there and
"No!"
she's probably like, yeah, whatever, like yeah, go for it. And so so she comes up, she's like, oh, she wants to sit down on the cajon. So she sits down on me while I'm sitting on the cajon and proceeds to like do her thing, whatever her thing is, while she's sitting on my lap. And then she's trying to play the cajon. So I'm like, okay, this is how you play it. So I'm showing her how to play it.
Hey, Joe, you
And
know what
then-
I just realized real quick,
Yeah.
though? You don't have to talk in past tense because she might actually be watching right now.
She might be. Okay, so listen, we had a moment. If you're watching, we did have a moment. I'm showing her how to play the cajon, and then maybe like it feels like 5 minutes went by, and I'm like, good job. And she's like, nah, I'm not done. And I'm like, oh, okay. So this is gonna happen. This was a theme for the night. We did a lot of things for a long time. Musically on stage. We did a lot of things we played a riff of, I don't know.
Played the
what was
bridge
it?
of Won't Stop,
Won't Stop
for like 24
We
minutes.
played Won't Stop for 65 minutes, like straight, it felt like.
Like the
Won't
song
Stop.
wouldn't stop. It was
We
crazy.
literally
Yeah.
didn't stop.
Because Adrian just kept talking.
Adrian was
Yes.
on brand,
Yeah, but
dude.
then Homegirl jumped on. Yeah, Tiffany, where you at? Tag Tiffany right now and bring her on. She crushed it. It was like the best part of our show.
Yes.
Oh my
the
goodness.
bridge
It
of
was.
Won't Stop had like acts and sections that we had like their kids came on with their TikTok accounts, and like we had a whole, remember that, dude? It was like a whole thing.
Yes.
Let's just say
Yeah.
the Farr family is like one of the most rock and roll families in Las Vegas. It's amazing. They're very successful. They're very successful at loving rock and roll. And they brought us in. Look, Nick and I showed up 2 hours earlier.
Yeah,
They
set
thought
up.
they thought we were just gonna like pull up with our acoustics and our instruments. Nah, fuck that. You bring the wise guys in. We're gonna fucking bring it. Well,
Yeah.
we set up everything, dude. It
Yeah.
was tremendous.
Yeah, and
So-
we went for it.
Yeah, that was like such a way to top off the what was it? 8 days? 8 days,
Yeah.
the wildest 8 days of like this entire year.
Yeah, easily. And it was a good hang too.
Flops, thank you for the sub. And Jody says, I will bring my trombone.
We have tattoo lyrics. Oh my gosh, yes, man.
So whoever has the most subs, everyone in the band will follow them on social media. But on top of it, private show from Joe, right?
Private
Yes.
show from Joe.
You can
It
you can
seems
play
like it
on
has the
Joe's-
most value.
Guys, my
you can play Joe's cajon for real.
OnlyFans is at Joe Connor 33.
Man, dude, no, it's fans only.
OnlyFans
We're doing fans
OnlyFans / Joe Connor.
You know what though? You know, we had spent so much time together in 2 weeks that I did have a little bit of like withdrawal syndromes when you guys all left. I was like super sad.
Right.
But Joe kind of helped us with that because we got to just shortly thereafter, 2 days later, we got to jump on a podcast with you, Joe. We got to talk. I mean, you said UFC, but then we started talking basketball. I'm like, dude, I don't know shit about basketball. What the fuck, dude? Man,
we talk about everything on that podcast.
Exactly.
But
it was so diverse.
What I failed to tell you guys was we just hang like, so if like once we have people on to talk about like what their thing is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But after we talk about their thing, we just hang and we just talk about like whatever else the fuck is going on.
Oh man,
And
it was
it
so
had to be-
great. So
but it was
backstage?
awesome. It was an awesome time. Like we're not on ESPN. We're musicians talking shit, and that's
like
what
we're-
it is. You know what I
It's like
mean?
we're kicking
So-
it backstage, right?
Yeah, we're kicking it backstage. So it was awesome to have the whole band. And it was a treat because the whole band was on. Like we thought Nick was gonna be heading back to San Diego. Nick pops up on the feed. So now the podcast gets the whole crew. So it was dope. It was awesome.
Give a little shout out to the Wise World about the podcast to all our sports fans, listeners, all our Joe Connor fan listeners. And you never know, we might jump back on. There's a lot of UFC fights.
Oh, we're
I'd love to
definitely
talk
gonna
about that, so.
We'll definitely be back on. So if you are a sports fan and you do like hearing musicians talk about their private lives and talk about their a lot of us when we are backstage at these shows, which is how the podcast got its name, a lot of the times we're either talking about one of two things, women or sports. And so we chose the sports side and to put it out there for you guys to hear us talk about. And so we have a lot of dope guests on, mostly musicians. We also have we've had some athletes. We have some pro athletes on, some pro ball players on. So that's been awesome. And we're going to keep doing it. We just started, but if you want to follow the podcast, it's at Backstage Sports. I actually have the head on now. At Backstage Sports. And you guys can check us out. Well, and we'll do some Adrian and Ryan are huge UFC guys. I'm fresh into the UFC. So we'll and my co-host JT loves the UFC. So we'll definitely be back on with some more, the next time we get a big fight weekend or a big UFC weekend, like we'll do some more stuff. That'll be cool.
Yeah, it was really funny on the podcast. Your boy was like, yeah, I spent some time in Vegas. I met my wife out there and I wanted to be a jerk and be like, yo, what strip club did you meet her at? And then like literally I was like, no, I'm not going to say it. And then like 30 seconds later, he's like, yeah, at the place she was dancing at, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yes, I knew it.
He would have said, the Pink Rose is where we met. And
I knew it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zach, you can answer this. Which benefits you guys more, subs or donations?
Honestly, either or, whatever you guys want to do is much appreciated. The subs, obviously it's a monthly subscription, except for the gift ones, which is always nice. But whatever you guys can give. A lot of people don't know this, but this band has a lot of business overhead, to function just as a band. So anything you guys do, helps them with their, van insurance, et cetera, et cetera. So it's all really, really appreciated. And I've noticed that like this band, when I first came on board, they have a very, very dedicated fan base, and there's no real casual fan of otherwise. They're either all in or they're not in at all. And I think that what they have built over time is very, very valuable. If you look at the industry right now, a lot of the promoters and festival promoters and labels and stuff, their platforms have all become kind of powerless because they've all been stripped of all their resources. And the ones who are really empowered right now are my clients, the bands, because they're the ones with the direct relationship to fans. So having Twitch, having Restream, having all these things, Streamlabs, Elgato, et cetera, have been very, very valuable for us to connect, because when you take everything away, this is all that's left. But on another note, Joe, I am a big fan of your podcast, and man, it gets savage on there.
It does. Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Off, dude.
We're no holds bars, man. We if you've ever been in a barbershop or backstage, you know, like shit gets real. So it happens.
You guys like to be challenged
Yeah.
against your opinions is what I've noticed.
Oh
so.
yeah. Oh, for sure. That's the spice of life. Oh yeah, for sure.
I've always said that like I have more fun sitting and having a discussion with someone I have opposing views with than someone I have nothing but the same things in common with, because you're challenged, and then part of it is trying to understand where they're coming from. I feel like in this time of politics and COVID and all these things, like I've done so many deep dives online just watching liberals and conservatives debate. I become huge fans of both sides, whether I'm kind of in the middle. I don't really consider myself on the right or the left, but seeing all these discussions has been really fascinating to just hear why people feel the way they do, because everyone's different and everyone has their own values and fundamentals. And it's been been so fascinating, like sitting back and just learning from both sides, because I never honestly cared about politics until it affected our lives directly. So
right. Yeah, that's the spice of life, dude. I mean, that's honestly how we started the podcast, because me and JT were on opposite sides about almost everything sports related, and we just be like chilling backstage, you know, talking about shit and just arguing about shit for hours until we had to go play, you know what I mean? And
that's amazing.
That's what we were. So somebody was like, you guys should just record this and like put it out. I'm like, all right, I'm down, whatever.
Well, it's like you look at it, it's simple psychology. It's like, who's more interesting, Batman or the Joker? Or why do girls go for bad boys, you know? Or why does me and Nick always end up breaking up with girls that don't make sense for us? You know, it's just, it challenges you and it's more interesting.
Right.
If I ever figure out the why girls go for bad guys thing, I'll let you know, because it doesn't really ever work.
It doesn't work out.
It doesn't work out.
So does this just a moment of does this remind you of anything, guys?
Oh,
Tony, man. That was great. We got to use those sound bites. Every Tony beer crack was just so fucking great, dude.
So just to give you guys a little info, a little insider info, I got a chance to go. Evan Stone, Mr. Evan Stone, he recorded our live stream. He recorded last week's live stream, and he's mixing and mastering the show for us right now. And I got to hear. I got to hear The Promise, and it sounds we did a great job. We did a really great job, but it's so fun because we had like a moment in what the fuck is that song? What fucking song is that? We wrote it. All my words are dead in the air.
Dead in the air, dude.
Dead in the air. That's right.
Dead in the air. Dead in the air.
It's your song.
Yeah. That's right. I know it's very specific to my life and my heartbreak. But thank God I forgot it. I don't fucking give a shit anymore. But we take this break, guys. Whoever's watching, we take this break. You guys go back, watch the live stream, listen to Dead in the Air. It was like our one comedic planned moment that actually we had like 15, 20 people in the audience. They didn't know about it. We were like, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be funny. We take the dun 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 dun. And we like pause. We all pause and we all like take a little sip, a little drink. My brother gets on the phone and people are like, "Are you done? Like, are you?"
Yeah, they're like, "What's happening right now?
Do I clap right now? What do we do?" And Tony Carboni, another amazing artist who came in to rock with us, he's just like on the mic goes in the complete silence, and then we start rocking the song, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, that was awesome!"
It was a commercial, bro. It was a real life commercial,
and that was like one of those. Those were like the handful of moments that made that night so fucking special, man.
Yeah,
truly. So Zach, what's on the what's coming up for Otherwise? Let us know.
Well, here's the thing. I'll disclose. Well, obviously we've done 2 free streams for everyone, but now the next challenge is doing a ticketed stream and actually taking it to the next level. Like, what guests can we bring in? I don't know. Maybe we should ask the fans. What do you want to see? Defy front to back? Do you want to see one of these other albums front to back?
What do you want to do?
You know, my whole thing is it's just like, if we're gonna do a ticketed stream, we really got to give people a bang for their buck. So that's kind of what we're working on right now, is trying to figure out the best platform for that. And then, you know, once we figure all that out, the technical side of it, you know, can we make it downloadable? You know, I just watched, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Under Oath was just in like CBS, and their live stream they did at the Observatory. They did 3 of their full albums at the Observatory and broadcasted it. But what they did was they basically had every promoter out there that's promoted their shows in the past. They did $15 tickets, and $5 of those tickets went to the promoters and venues to help save them. And
Oh, wow.
they grossed $500,000 over the course of 3 live streams between merch donations and these tickets, where $5 went to the promoters and venues. So I look at that, and I mean, what a great thing, because, you know, our stages are in danger. You know, we can sit at home on Zoom, et cetera, but most of these venues and promoters are out there are still sitting around. I don't know how we're going to pay our rent because there's no money coming in. So a lot of these venues are in danger. And I felt like what Under Oath did was really, really good for the music community, but at the same time set a really, really strong standard of what a ticketed live stream not only should be, but on the technical aspect too, the way they pulled off, I was like so impressed with what they did. And I heard it's 100% live, not cleaned up or anything, but I don't know.
We like it that way. We like it that way.
I do like the live aspect of it, because, you know, I listen to a lot of lo-fi stuff, which is, you know, is full of like errors and things that are like organic. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of like albums that are perfect sounding albums with beat detection and lots of drum editing and lots of guitar editing and vocal editing. But at the end of the day, like, there's nothing better than a live show. And if you can sound punchy but still have that live feel to it, I think that's the great compromise. And Under Oath really just pulled that off in such a elegant way. I guess that's the way to put it. So I think they've raised the bar so high. So that's what we're working on, that. And there might be a Halloween show. And hey, if you want a private show, Alex at dynamictalent.com.
Nice. Yes. I love that. So guys,
Sierra says our neighbors definitely heard the kids singing "Soldiers" last week. Made me cry. I miss concerts. We miss you guys. So shout out to Sierra for that.
Shout out, guys. Thank you guys so much, everybody, for tuning in. You know, we're streaming to a handful of platforms right now. You know what I mean? So whoever's on Facebook, know that there's double or triple the amount of fans on YouTube, and Twitch is rocking. We're working it, and we're just like really grateful for this opportunity for you guys being on here. Friday night, our happy hour, the Wise Guy happy hour. I mean, this time last week, we were 8 minutes into our show. Let's get another cheers. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Cheers.
Rock and roll is alive and kicking, and we want to be a good example of perseverance and rock and roll, truly, man. And like we were asking before, you know, you guys tell us what you guys want to see from us, because we're here, and because of your guys' donations and because of your guys' subscriptions, we can plan and bring each other together, even if it's from across the country, state to state. We can make it happen. So again, thank you guys. So you guys tell us what you want to hear. This is a perfect time in the industry where it's like, look, I know how to play guitar. Joe knows how to play drums. My brother could sing. Nick could play bass and guitar and sing and whatever else Nick could do. But we all get together and we rock for you guys. So thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for having us. And just tell us what you want, because we will do it. We don't fuck around like that, man. We're the band. We're right here. That's why Zach's on the team. He knows we fucking represent. Me and my brother are crazy as fuck. People been scared of us, but we don't give up, and we represent. And you see these dope-ass mofos on the camera, they support that, and it's a fucking beautiful thing. So shout out to you guys, too.
That's right.
Well said, dude. Well fucking said.
Period.
Thank you.
There was speaking of, like, we were talking about like cool moments during the live stream, was when there was one of the times when Tony was sitting in, we were talking about like how he was with Sleeping Lions and Defy in the writing process of those albums, and how he was like at first kind of like scared about like the lyric content that your brother was wanting to sing about, and then like we were talking about like the danger, how dangerous rock and roll is, like kind of like frowned upon now, but like I think dangerous rock and roll used to be just like rock and roll as an art, as an entity, was like the genre. It used to be the genre that would push the boundaries. Like I think now hip hop and like SoundCloud rappers are like kind of the ones doing that. But it's cool how it shifts. But I think rock and roll used to be like the genre that would be like, that would scare your parents, and that would be like, oh, why are they singing about that? And it's like, it's that genre that kind of started the whole, like, remember like the 50s and 60s with like, you know, Chuck Berry and Elvis and like all these guys that were like the ones making all the parents scared. And like
Right.
rock and roll is that whole institution that makes people think about what's really going on and not just like, you know, afraid to say the truth. Like rock and roll stems from the blues and R&B and all that kind of stuff. Like the soul, it's like what your soul sings about. So like that's what I love about Otherwise, and how you and your brother aren't like the whole like, you know, oh, we're gonna be good and like just, you know, we'll just do what you want us to do and yada yada yada. It's like no, dude, it's like we're gonna tell you what we fucking think about it, and you can either like it or you can fuck off, and that's what rock and roll is, you know.
Right. Yeah, it definitely has caused us a few. We've missed a couple festivals because of it, and we've missed a couple tours. But you know, it's like, dude, we got to stay true. And yeah, it's so funny you bring up that rock and roll like essence, that feeling, and I question it in retrospect. You wonder, just because like we don't know what to believe, like with all the information. But as far as Sturgis, you know, I was just like, man, Sturgis is the most rock and roll thing that we could do right now.
Right.
Like, dude, we've got to do it. And I apologize to my parents for like, you know, maybe exposing them to just the possibility of doing that. But thankfully, nothing happened. And I had a deep feeling in my heart that nothing would happen. But it's like, that's what it was about. Like, let's go and fucking rock for the people. I love that about Sturgis. No one gave a fuck out there. No one gave a fuck.
Period.
Zero,
You know,
dude. Goose egg.
And there's a bunch of.
But we were careful. We did what we had to do. So we did our part, and that's what they asked you to do your part, and to make sure that you do what it is that you're supposed to do, so that you don't spread. So we did our part, but you know, it was us rocking on stage is just what we do, period. You know what I'm saying? So it was just us on stage. It wasn't all of South Dakota on stage. So you know what I mean?
And all the bugs from South Dakota.
And man, we got ate up in South Dakota. Like,
dude, so many bugs.
I had bugs crawling on my bag and on the drums. I was wiping bugs as I was playing off of my snare drum. It was the crazy. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yo, the bugs weren't there until we started.
Right.
Yep. For anyone in the Patreon group, during the live stream, Adrian comes up right to the camera. He goes, "Is there something on me?" And I'm literally whacking bugs off of his like goatee or whatever. Or was that you, Ryan? There was bugs on your goatee, and I'm like whacking bugs. So you can see them on
Either
Patreon.
Way. Yeah, man, that was probably one of the wildest things about being on stage. I got bit one time, but what, Joe, Nick, you guys were getting chowed on a little bit.
Oh, for sure. It was easily like I had war scars on me when I got off stage.
I felt bad for Joe because like we couldn't move. Joe was stationary. He couldn't fucking move.
I was just trying to like wipe stuff off when I had like little pauses. I would just like wipe stuff off of me, or like, you know what I mean, try to hit my neck and like get stuff off.
Joe did have some fucking ninja sticks though.
They didn't give a fuck about those. They didn't care. They were crawling on the sticks. Like, they didn't care.
Shout out to Iron Horse Saloon for having us.
Yeah.
And you know, we can't speak for all of Sturgis and the other venues, but they were very professional. They took good care of us.
Yes.
And everything, you know, the workers were doing the precautions. Everything was legit. We came in there as professional musicians, and we handled it, man. And we handled it, and we're here, and we're all right. So that was so exciting and so much fun, man. What was it?
And that might be it. That might be it for 2020. So we don't know. So we can cherish it. Like,
we got to that was the whole point of the stream. It's like, yo, guys, we got to get on. We got to talk to everybody about how fucking awesome the last 2 weeks were. Yeah. Because it felt so good to us. It felt so good to us, man.
Right.
Being in the van, smelling your guys' farts, I was just like, man, I fucking love, I love rock and roll, dude.
I gotta give Zach a shout out. There was like the drive back when Zach was co-piloting for me, dude. Zach is the fucking dopest co-pilot. He had all the jams. Dude, we had good talk. Like, that's a good co-pilot should like be talking to you, keeping you like alert and having good conversation. He played fucking banger after banger on
great DJ.
Yeah, great DJ. Yeah, dude. Like, Zach was the man. Like,
Zach, you had that emo night. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had the emo night playlist going on, right? And that's what you promote. You promote emo night like when things are normal. And you had that playlist and we're like, dude, what is this? Dude, what is this? Dude, what is that?
Yeah, I don't really. It's interesting because most of my roster is in active rock or metal. But on my own time, all I listen to is like ratchet SoundCloud rappers, lo-fi indie artists, and just like EDM. And I always try to pay attention to what the kids are listening to because I feel like what they're listening to is going to be the next wave of what's relevant. And then
Yeah.
you try to take those elements of their marketing and all that and apply it to rock and metal. And I think that your producer Matt Good, who did Defy, had a really, really good understanding of what was relevant, what was modern. That's how he made such a great album for you guys and Stitched Up Hard and other clients of mine, etc. But it's really keeping your finger on the pulse of like what is cool. And then obviously rock and metal, or actually no genres are like the hot genres now because we're all quarantined. But
Right.
you got to take those marketing aspects of these young kids and you got to take the sounds that they're using and the ADD life that they're in if you want to continue that ecosystem of bringing in new people, but also appeasing the diehards that you've built over the course of organic touring. So
Right.
it's really important like to just explore music and realize that there's a whole world of music out there other than just rock, active rock,
Right.
and metal. So
Right.
Speaking of music,
Dude, everything is like intertwined now too. Like like I used to be in country a lot, and a lot of the country guys that I used to see on that journey they're all like doing pop. They all have like pop features and rap features now, and all of their songs are like really towing the line of like country pop, the Brill country thing is happening. But that's not only true in that genre, but it's true in with rock and pop rock and
it's
all that other
it's
stuff.
everything. If you look at Machine Gun Kelly or Post Malone, they're the prime example of you can be a rapper, you can be a rock star, you can be a pop punk guy, all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Yeah, you can literally MGK. Like I think it was last week, he put out a song with Black Bear, which was like R&B, and the next day he dropped a pop punk song with Travis Barker, and it's just so unorthodox, but it just works because he's an entertainer, he's an actor, he's a rock star, he's a rapper, he's from the hood, he's dating Megan Fox now. It's just it's so interesting to see how you can be across genre. Before it was just like, I don't know, man, the band kind of teeters on alternative rock, and active rock, and we don't really know where to put it.
And the reality of it is because us as human beings aren't one dimensional, right? We watch a lot of different things. We listen to a lot of different things. All of us have talked about at different points different artists and different genre that we listen to that have nothing to do with rock music, right? And so that holds true for thousands and millions of listeners who like if you were to look at their playlist, it has a bunch of crazy different shit on it. You know what I mean?
We're in the playlist generation.
Yes.
Back in the day when everyone bought one genre CD, we were in the incestuous. We have 10 bands that sound like Memphis Mayfire, and they're all going on tour together.
Right.
And they all sound exactly the same. And Yellow Card would go out on tour and have 10 pop punk bands that all sound like Yellow Card. And it was just this one incestuous thing after another. But we're literally, like you said, we're in the playlist generation where it's okay to click on Halsey and then click on Marilyn Manson and then click on otherwise after that. Like it's all gonna like make sense because you can click around to it. The only problem I see in that is that I feel like it makes the younger generation less loyal as fans because the music is more accessible, so they don't put the same amount of value on being a fan when you're just clicking on this playlist versus I have to physically go to the store, buy the CD, and then put the CD into the thing. I have to commit.
You had to do work.
Yeah, you had to commit to the CD when you put it in versus on Spotify, you're like, up, next, up, next, up, next.
Yeah.
But that's why you still tour. Yeah, that's why you tour, though, to still create that interpersonal, organic fan base, which will last. So
yeah, that's what I was talking to with Jason Braceland from the Review Journal today. I was saying, it's like this is. I don't have the answer to what we're supposed to be doing in this time. It's just I'm kind of giving you a rundown and a playbook of what we're doing right now. And thank God to the people who are watching right now, because I'm like, okay, we have fans, we have passionate fans, and that's actually they're the ones who are giving us all the sustenance that we need right now. But like you were saying, it's like this attention to new fans, to new artists. This may not work for you like the way we're doing it, because people are just quick. And Zach, I will trademark you on this quote right now, which Jason Bryson was like, man, that's a great quote. And if I screw it up, let me know. But we're not in the business of music. We're in the business of attention. Am I right?
We're in the attention business.
Attention business. He was like, he sat back, and he's a really smart dude. And he's like, wow, that is something right there, you know? And so it's unfortunate. I don't have the answer to the artist. To the new artists, the only answer I have is the answer that always got me through, and I could safely assume Joe and Nick. The only answer I have to the new artists who just don't stop. Just keep going, man.
Oh, for sure.
There's some magic in just like not stopping. But there is this very strange scenario with like the new, there's pros to this, like the playlist, it helps us out. But man, when you're trying to develop a new brand, and all the people who like your one song, are they paying attention to the rest?
Right. Well, that's the question I've always posed: is did technology fundamentally make the world a better place? Like, did cell phones and all these apps on our phone, yes, information's traveling at a rapid rate. We can access every movie in the world we want on our phone. We can access any song we want on our phone. We can access the For You and a video live chat across all platforms on our phone. Did it fundamentally make the world a better place? I don't know. I feel like actors in movies are getting worse, because back in the day when they were shooting 35 millimeter film, if you couldn't step in front of the camera and kill it, they were not going to burn a roll of 35 millimeter film, which is hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a 15-minute roll of 35 millimeter film. It's the same thing with music. If you weren't an amazing musician, guess what? You weren't going to be in the Wallflowers, Third Eye Blind, or Paula Cole, or any of these musicians from the 90s. Like, that's when analog was still a thing. The second Pro Tools came involved. And I've had numerous conversations with Howard Benson about it, because he brought Pro Tools in with POD on their album and kind of revolutionized Pro Tools in active rock. And, you look at that, next thing you know, we're editing guitars. Next thing you know, every kid that can kind of play, like I can kind of play guitar. And if I played on a recording, someone could clean it up for me and edit my guitars to make it sound good. But so that's my question.
So everybody, we got Zach Yoshioka on our Nest live stream. No, you heard it here. We've got him coming in.
Dude, send it to me. I'll clean it up and edit it, make it sound awesome.
Exactly, though. I just it just creates this illusion, and also I kind of like it at the same time, because then you got all these producers that have become rock stars, and they're called DJs. They're like, fuck all these bands and artists. I can do it myself. Chainsmokers or Louis the Child, they get a different singer on every song, and they're producing it themselves, and they perform as a DJ, even though they're making alternative and pop songs. But so I always wonder that, it's like with the playlisting and all that, like, did it make the world a better place or not? Should we as human beings have access to every movie and every piece of information out there? I look at, the riots in the 90s, the news blew up the whole Rodney King thing. And then next thing you know, the town is tearing them apart because it's on the news. Today's world, George Floyd, as tragic as it is, he's murdered. And across the world, we're rioting because information's traveling twice as fast. So, I just think that technology is a really powerful thing. And it's almost like Jurassic Park. Like, are we wielding our dad's gun, we shouldn't be or not, I don't know. It's a really interesting time in life. And I think like what Ryan said, about being in the attention business, it's really scary, because it's not about who's right or wrong or what's cool or what's not cool. It's about who can garner the most attention. That's why things like 6ix9ine is a huge rapper, even though he's a pedophile, and Donald Trump, a reality TV star, is our president. Like, that would never happen in a world where things were based on fairness, morals, and fundamentals. I feel like if Oprah Winfrey ran for president, she would become the president, 100%. Just because she is a bigger celebrity than X, Y, and Z, who's on Joe Biden, et cetera, even though those people might be more qualified. So, not to get political, but the technology has changed the way people look at music, the way they look at politics, the way they look at everything.
You literally
even on a label side, like, having worked at a label, I was there at the point when, people started signing artists because of their social media following. You know what I mean? And I saw like $1 million contracts go out to artists that really didn't have talent but just had a
Yep.
huge following. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not perishable anymore. Music was perishable with CDs and iTunes. If the label didn't keep promoting, the CDs and iTunes downloads stopped selling. Now that it goes forever, since we're licensing music to people through streaming, it streams forever. So, for instance, Otherwise has 600,000 monthly listeners. Every month, millions and millions of streams are generating and generating and generating and generating. So I hear from all the time from friends and my clients and labels, et cetera, and nothing against record labels because I still do believe in them to a certain degree. But
A few of them.
obviously the landscape has changed. So my opinion on that has changed slightly too, but not to get into that, but a lot of friends and colleagues are on record labels and they complain, why has my record label stopped promoting? I'm like, well, you're doing X amount of streams a week, which means by this month, next year, they're going to recoup, which means by this month, next year, they've made their money back, which means by this month, they're going to greenlight the next record. So it just goes forever versus, all right, if I don't put out the deluxe edition, the live edition, and the Christmas edition of this album, it's not going to sell anymore. Or I got to keep promoting like crazy to keep selling it. Now it's get it off the ground, let it ride. Yeah. And it just rides and rides and rides. Why do you think Taylor Swift sold had her catalog sold to Scooter Braun? $300 million, right? Well, if the thing's generating $30 million a year, times 10 years, Scooter Braun's got his money back. Times 20 years, Scooter Braun's got $600 million. Times 30 years, when he's retiring at 70, whatever, he's got $1 billion.
Yeah. So everybody who's tuning in, you're literally getting you have to pay to go to music conventions to sit on panels to listen to things like this. Truly.
No, this is true. This is not no bullshit.
This is what everybody talks about, and it's funny because we're talking about technology. I can't help but mention Technology is literally one of my favorite albums by a band that I've just recently gotten into called Don Broco. So we're talking about technology, and I just want to quickly go around in the last year or two, what's a band or an artist that you guys have really gotten into that has given you faith in music? We're relatively jaded from what we've been through and everything. So when you hear that band that's new that reminds you of when we first started, Don Broco is that for me. So I would love to know for you guys, what tell me some bands or artists, whatever.
I will start because I was going to play off what Zach said too about this whole discussion also, was that I think technology has helped, but it's with any big shift in culture and technology, there's going to be good and bad shit. Mm-hmm. So with technology in the music industry, the good is that it will get better. It makes the good better, obviously. The bad is that it makes it more accessible to people who don't necessarily have, what Joe was saying, you get people who aren't as talented or aren't as good, but because they have a big following or because they have some other thing that gives them a platform, it helps them take off, and you can edit it and make it sound amazing and all yada, yada, yada. But on the flip side of that, I do believe in classics over hits. And what I mean by that was there's the old bassist from Metallica had this quote where it was I'd rather have a classic than a hit, because a hit can go up and it'll ride for a year or whatever, but a classic will be going for over and over and over and over again. Queen, Freddie Mercury's been dead for 30 years, and he's still one of the most acclaimed singers of all time. So I think it's a good thing. And my segue into that was what Ryan was just saying, was one of my favorite artists right now is Billie Eilish. And I'm fortunate enough that when I work at a venue when we're not on tour, when it's open, but so I got to see her when just her EP was out, before her album came out. She was already had 1 million fans, and she was already popular. She wasn't world famous yet, but before, when her EP was out, she played at my venue to the big stage, the 2,000 cap room, sold out show, and she had these kids in the fucking palm of her hand. She's the real deal. There are artists out there who are still legit as hell. They're not famous for benign reasons. They're famous because they're talented, they have the drive, the look, they're the whole package kind of artist, and she's one of them. And she was maybe 16 or 17, I think she was 16 when she did this show. Wow. And dude, if you couldn't even hear her over the crowd, because she was just she had these kids right here.
I love that. What about you, Zach? What about you, Joe?
You go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna reference Billy too, but to be honest, this might sound cheesy to some people, but otherwise, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What? Shut up.
people that
You stop
the
it.
the
Shut
success
up.
of otherwise and the progress of otherwise is because of you guys streaming and listening and downloading, and like the push that you guys, because it's not because of a huge major label payola type situation that's happening, you know what I mean? And so otherwise is the other band that I would.
Man, I love that, dude. And Joe doesn't come from he doesn't come from a what's it? Not Wikipedia, but Craigslist ad or anything like that.
Yeah.
He comes from very highly revered contacts with Keith Wallen with Breaking Benjamin. You guys have
Shout
been
out
in the
Breaking Benjamin.
industry. Nick, you've done so much work. You have your own group, Glass Heart. You work with Stitched Up Heart. Joe, you doing so much work in the country scene, hip hop scene, doing A&R work. So, to add to Joe, what you were just saying, Nick, when we were preparing for the acoustic live stream, which is live on our Facebook right now, and Sturgis, and we're going over all these like old cuts. Nick's like, dude, like your guys' songs are good.
Yeah.
Like for real, like I connect with them. I'm like, dude, thanks,
Yeah.
man. Thank you.
Yeah, it was the same for me. Like, when I've been blessed. I've been in the industry for a long time, and I've been blessed to get to the point where, and for me, success. Everybody measures success differently, and I feel like it's a blessing when you can get to the point where you're not doing things for money, and you're not doing things just to do them or because you're bored. And when I connected with Otherwise, it was because I really was passionate about the music, and I really like heard what was happening, and I heard the music, and I was like, oh, this is like legit, like this is good stuff. You know what I mean? It's not just run of the mill somebody who got put on because their uncle is an executive somewhere, or they were on a reality show or some shit like that. Like, this is just people connecting with dope ass music, you know what I mean? And you don't see it a lot, you know what I mean? And so that was a draw for me, you know what I'm saying? Just like listening to something that is legitimately great for just what it is, for just the music, for just being what it is,
Yeah, that is something special because so we had this show at the beginning of the year before fucking everything went down, and it was at the Viper Room. And I haven't expressed this to you personally, Joe, but I felt like we were like, oh shit, like Nick had just come along. Nick had only done the tour with us, and it was like, this is the show after, hey, you just jumped into the band, and now we got a new guy coming in. You just jumped in. It's the Viper Room on the Sunset Strip, ba. And I feel like when we played the show, we had like a half a rehearsal to get it done, whatever. We did it, whatever it was. But I feel like when you watched how we handled the Viper Room and setting up the LED walls, tearing them down, Nick helping with sound and getting everything together, I feel like there was a moment in your path as a drummer and a musician where you're like, yo, this is something different.
Sure.
These guys have got a lot of weight on their back, but their eyes are on going up the mountain. You know,
for sure.
And I feel like it wasn't like, yo, we're kicking it at base camp, fucking sipping mimosas. It was like,
right.
I noticed that you saw that, and I was like, oh shit, okay, all right, this is gonna be a good year.
Yeah,
yeah. That was way before anything. That was like January.
Right.
Oh,
right
do we
before the
got
world shut down.
Eric mother effing German in the hizzy?
Hey.
Oh, guys, let's just say, okay, Eric German has been the longest living wise guy in the corner of me and my brother, shooting back all the way to 2010. Man, there's so many good stories going on right now, considering what's relatively going, viral in our with the post of The Promise, with Heidi from Butcher Babies, and In This Moment, and Maria Brink commenting, and Chris and talking to us. Eric German has literally been the guy who's never. You guys are the guys right here on the court with us right now, fighting this season and hopefully seasons to come. But what's kept the team together is a wizard like Eric German. And so shout out to EJG, because honestly, man, I don't know. He was the first guy in the industry to pick us up, and he's still on our team after 10 years, three major label releases, and he's still here, man. And he's killing it himself, and he's still got love for us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank
very
you,
much.
man.
Yeah, man. And Zach, dude, we wouldn't be together if it wasn't for Eric. You know,
I know Eric is amazing at connecting dots. He looks at things. He's like, this is cool. This is cool. Let's put it together. This is cool. This will cool. It'll lead to this. And I think that it's a really integral part. He goes way above and beyond the task of lawyer. And, my partner, Kyle, and I have been working with him since our company was representing Asking Alexandria. And I've had probably about 10 clients with him over the course of the last 5-6 years. And, just super, super honest, sincere, and someone that I definitely hold a lot of value on. So thank you, Eric, for everything.
Yeah, seriously. So, guys, if there was one moment that really stuck out in your mind, like what the premise of this Wise Guy Roundtable is tonight, what was the moment? What was the moment? I'll start just off the top of my head. My brother could. I won't say it's the top, but it was such a thing. We were in Sturgis. Shout out to our wise wizard Jesse Martin for getting us a room in Deadwood, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Beautiful little town. Billy the Kid, I believe he's buried out there. But we're getting ready for the show. We drive like 20 minutes. We get into Deadwood, and my brother and I always got to work out. No matter where we're at, no matter how fat we are, we love to work out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We love to get that adrenaline going. And it's like, yeah, okay, we're kind of back in the tour mode. I don't know, but we're gonna pretend like we are. And we start to work out. Or we plan to work out, and Joe and Nick are fucking down as fuck. So we're in the parking lot of our hotel.
But you gotta rewind to why we ended up in the parking lot.
Oh, because of the hotel gym.
Oh yeah,
The hotel gym.
Yeah. So many hotels have that issue, and Joe and I went to go check it out. I was like, "Yo, I think they're gonna have a cardio equipment. They're gonna have one like medicine ball thing to sit on,
called it.
And a mat." We totally like pictured it. We walked in, we're like, "Yeah."
We called it, because if you've been in these hotels all over, like like the hotel could be it could be a 20-star hotel. You get to the weight room, and it's a half a treadmill and a 2-pound weight in it. So we went down to check to see before we all made the trip, and it was a wasteland of a weight room. So we ended up literally outside in like a jailbreak type a workout situation right by the van.
The van, yeah.
So for me to start off the question, like if there is a motley crew in 2020 and like a group, like it was us, because like all you had to do was like look at all these bikers' faces, like the four of us just like doing push-ups against the van, and we brought a kettlebell, and we're doing lunges, we're doing these crazy exercises, man. And my brother and I, like what made him one of my favorite parts was like me and my brother looking at each other like, yo, these guys are fucking working out. Like it's about goddamn time we got some men in this band to fucking rock with us, dude. That was my favorite part. So I mean, but the list could go on. I could keep going.
Oh yeah.
But just like right off the top, maybe not number one, but just like what's a moment in the last 2 weeks, the busiest 2 weeks of 2020 that you guys can recall?
Easily me getting accosted not once but twice in the whole run. That was easily. I'm in and out. I'm done.
Dude,
that was easy.
Fair enough.
Joe's the new fucking toy man. Everyone has a crush on Joe, dude. Yeah.
Dude,
Started with me. I was the first one to crush on Joe, but then it's like all the girls saw it and they were gonna steal him from me or some shit.
I don't know, man. You guys are up in the sex appeal otherwise for damn sure. Me and my brother got the savage appeal locked. Okay, we'll take care of that. You guys take care of the sex appeal. We're good to
Savage
go.
appeal
I
is
can't grow a beard
locked.
though, dude. It's like I don't do a good beard, so it's like I can't join you guys in like the sexy facial hair. So it's like it's the best I got. I can do stubble, and that's about all I got. But I think for sure, like me, the acoustic, dude, Sturgis was sick just because it felt like being on tour again. But for me, 100% the acoustic live stream, just like every guest that came up, like, dude, I've never jammed with Tony before outside of like just running up on stage with you guys at festivals in the past. Like I've never actually jammed with all you guys, and like jamming with Tony, jamming with Heidi and Henry, playing with Matt and Kat, like dude, like just it felt so cool. Like that was the closest I felt to like having a normal year all year. It was just like all of us together, like all in it. I was telling Zach this too, was like every cover we picked to have a guest feature on, it was like so perfect. Like we had like the southern like shit with the Blacktop dudes, Heidi and Henry doing The Promise was perfect. Having Tony on all the old Otherwise and the new Otherwise songs like was just perfect. Like I loved the vibe.
Evan Stone on keys.
Evan Stone on
keys.
keys, man.
Just all of the features and like the camaraderie of the acoustic live stream felt so incredible. It was like for me that was like where we were just like it felt like a normal year for once.
Yeah,
It did. It really did.
And
Zach,
that's what I
you,
love
man?
about quarantine and the pandemic is it's stripped away all the politics and all the bullshit, and it's really back down to the music and the fans. And obviously we're still a business, we need to generate money for the business, but I really like that it's been like a Nintendo reset and gotten everyone's ego in check and everyone's like attitude back to like, all right, we're either in this or we're not. And you know, I feel like Otherwise has made that decision. It's like we're going to be a band when this shit passes, and unfortunately only the stronger are going to survive. There's a lot of bigger bands out there that, online that aren't really doing much. They're just basically dormant, and I feel like Otherwise has done an amazing job at staying in people's faces and staying and collaborating and stuff while things have been on pause, because it's so easy to just get down and just be like, oh man, like I'll just get drunk at 2 PM and just be bummed out and just like, oh, we can't tour, guess we're not going to be a band. No, bullshit. Right. Like it's gonna end eventually, and even if it takes 2.5 years from now, do you still want to be here or do you want to be working at Walmart? It's as simple as that. You have to make the decision. It's like, this is my lifestyle, this is what I'm going to do, or you know, you're gonna end up working at the post office or whatever, which is nothing wrong with that. But I really feel like I have to talk all the time with your brother, Ryan. You know, I tell him all the time, it's not about, obviously financials and stuff like that are important. If we weren't like grossing money, I would not suggest doing this. But the reality is
you wouldn't be working with us too, right?
Right. But the world needs music. The world needs musicians. And you know, even if the lava starts shooting out of the ground tomorrow and the world starts ending, we still need music and we still need musicians. So what you guys are doing it's more important than you and it's bigger than you. So like, I thought what was really cool in the stream, Ryan, you guys were talking about, like, you know, Larry was always telling us to be on tour, to be positive, and it's about the music and da-da-da-da-da. He's right in a lot of aspects, because at the end of the day, like, it's really important to, like, you know, it's bigger than you. It's this community. It's this platform of people. I go on that Wise Wizards page sometimes, or the Family Wise, and I'm just like, there's 700 people in here going bonkers all the time for these two brothers that started a band in Vegas 10 years ago, you know? And I think it's really, it's a fascinating story. It's a fascinating platform that you guys have built up, and there's real people out there that care. So it's bigger than the 3 guys in this room or Adrian drunk at the wedding right now. It's just bigger than that, and you have to recognize that, because the world really does need music. So
yeah, it is so true. So what do you think, man? We had Sturgis, we had the live stream, and we had the party the day after. What was the most outstanding moment in that week?
I mean, honestly, those were all great. But what made me the most happy and most satisfied was just seeing the collaborations that have happened. Like, you know, the fact that you guys were in Stitched Up Hearts video recently, the fact that you guys came and were part of the Lindsey Sterling Escape the Fate video, the fact that
Tony, or excuse me, Henry and Heidi came and did a song with you, and Robert did a song with you. Then I see Nick singing, and it's just there's so much life here with this band, and I know that if we can just get the lanes, jazzed up, during this pandemic, when the lane of touring and tour merchandise come back, it won't be 80% of the gross. It'll be more like 60-40. And then the band will really flourish because you'll have all these other lanes built up during the pandemic versus other bands where it's just like, hey, remember us? We're back. Oh, wait, you forgot about us because you're otherwise fans now,
Yeah, 100%. I'm getting actually text messages from tremendous musicians here in Las Vegas, like, stream's looking great, sounds good. What are you using? So it's like it's wonderful to be in a position to like share with we don't know, we didn't know what to do. Like this is what
we're all
we gotta
figuring
do
this
right
out
now.
as it goes.
And your guys' subs on Twitch to all the Twitchers right now, and your guys' donations, man, this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? Like we're spending our Friday with you. You're spending your Friday with us. We're grateful as fuck for all the donations. Anything you guys can give, we're super happy about it. The premise of this wise table, this round table, the wise guys sitting here, it was, the busiest year of this wild 2020 that we're in. It was Sturgis. It was this acoustic live stream, which is on our Facebook right now. You can go back and watch it. We will be dropping more clips. Like I was saying earlier, we have the Butcher Babies, Heidi Shepard and Henry Fleury on The Promise, which is like the song that took my brother and I and the band to the next level on the Mayhem Fest 2010, a decade ago. We jumped in our mom's van and we went. I tour managed my brother as a vocalist on this one song, The Promise, and we got to play on the Mayhem Fest. Shout out to John Reese if you're listening, and it was just fucking righteous. We have fans still from 2010 Mayhem being like, hey, I saw you guys then. You'd sing the one song, you'd go in the crowd and you'd have a gas bucket, and it was just you and your brother in your mom's van. And we were just in a tiny little van, but to 10 years later, and that's how long it fucking takes. This is a lifelong dream. You don't ever give up on it. 10 years later, to bring in this amazing band, the Butcher Babies, who is underrated. Heidi Shepard's voice is tremendous. She gave so much respect and love to Maria Brink, who's like the godmother of metal and rock and roll. Man, it's just like the list goes on about the moments we've had. The Promise and our rendition of it acoustically last Friday on our live stream is one of those moments. So man, we're reeling,
Yeah.
I'll miss you guys. Let's do it again.
An otherwise Christmas song out there.
Ooh, dude, our father has been asking for every year. He's been like, do a Christmas song, boys. Do it. I'm trying to get his deep voice. You guys met him.
Son, do a Christmas song. Son, do a Christmas song.
Yes. Hell yeah. See, you guys are all adopted rock and roll sons to him and my mama. So.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love your parents, dude.
Respect.
Johnny!
Who wants a Christmas song? Raise your motherfucking hand virtually. Click the button to say right here, because I think we should. I don't know, Zach. What do you think?
Why not?
I think people will appreciate it. I think it's coming your way.
Hell yeah. So guys, man, this has been tremendous. We've almost been on for 2 hours. Okay.
Wow.
I do want to know though, where the hell y'all's drinks at? Cause it's Friday.
I drank it. That's
You
gone.
drank
We got a refill. I'm done. We out. Me and Nick out.
We out.
So I got the homie Roger Workus, my best friend from second grade. Jump on this, month. I know you're sweaty, but he's behind the scenes, guys. He has been. Sorry. I'm sorry. He has helped. He has helped so much in streaming. He is the mastermind behind like putting the otherwise. Zach was like, "You need Twitch. Figure it out." I'm like, "How do I figure it out?" Is this fucking guy right here? He's been my best friend since second grade. So we're drinking our Trulies. I was like, hey, do you like Trulies? He's like, never had them. I'm like, yo, you're about to
Did
find
you
out.
burst his Truly bubble?
I bust your Truly
today.
bubble, baby.
Oh,
You're gonna learn today what
you
it
gonna
truly
learn
tastes like.
today.
You gonna learn today.
I've only like worked as a barback where I actually got to do it. I served it, but that was it.
Yes.
Oh, there's
but-
Roger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So everybody in the wise world who is enjoying this feed and enjoying us bringing everybody together on this, shout out to my boy, my oldest friend, and honestly, shout out to you guys for spending your Friday afternoon with the
thank you,
wise
guys.
world, and everybody who's like literally the numbers. I've been watching it. It's gone up and it has not gone down, and it has been staying constant. So we're super grateful that you guys are paying attention to us, our lives, our artistry. I cannot wait till shit opens back up because the band that is known as Otherwise with Adrian Patrick and Ryan Patrick and Nick Bedrosian and Joe Connor, we're fucking coming for you guys. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, this is something
It's
else.
happening.
It's happening, guys.
Right
So,
in your living room, right to your phone.
yes.
Are we coming?
I
Are we
think
coming?
before we end up in a stage in your city, yes, we will do a ticketed event. I think that is fair. I think that we deserve to do that, and you guys deserve to be a part of something even more wild. Friday was fucking amazing, but I think we're gonna step it up in the coming months. So please pay attention. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. Thank you for subscribing to Twitch and our Patreon. And for helping us stay alive. You know what I'm saying? We really,
Yes.
really appreciate you
Thank
guys.
you guys.
And if there's any more questions, what the fuck? Bring it on. Like, send it out because we're chilling. It's Friday. Did my donation go through? I think it did. We're gonna find out. I will hunt you down if it didn't.
We gotta figure out by the end of this. We gotta figure out who our highest sub was so we can blow them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hit that
guys.
follow.
Get
Yeah.
that follow, bro.
Stream's not over yet. Whoever gift subs the most is going to get a follow from every member of the band and on their socials. So
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, jump in there. It's a fun time, and we really appreciate it. It keeps us alive and kicking. And we got some things coming up. We got a couple more months of 2020. Just hang in there, everybody. We're all hanging in there. And,
Ryan, back to your question. What about you? What have you been listening to lately? What innovative music have you thought has been standing out? Obviously, the guys blowing Otherwise and Billie Eilish, but what about you?
Well, I initially we were talking about technology and how wild it is, and it's actually one of their older records. And I'll be completely honest, like, let me pull, where's my phone at? I'll literally pull up my playlist right now, but like, there's two bands specifically that have really, really turned me on and like get me going in the gym. And it's Don Broco and Rufus Du Sol. Joe, did you watch that video from Joshua Tree?
Yes,
Dude,
killing.
wow, Rufus Du Sol. It's very EDM, but it's a group of guys, and their songwriting is tremendous. And there's this YouTube video. Yeah, there's this YouTube video of them playing in Joshua Tree. Don Broco, Rufus Du Sol, man, that's where it's at.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Same vein too, right? Like I Don Broco I'd heard about, and some people had like tried to get me onto it. But when we were on tour, you were playing them a bunch, and I was like super into it.
Dude.
And it reminded me, one of my favorite artists right now it's a band called Bill Murray, which is just
Oh, you
Love
showed me
Bill
them.
Murray.
Yeah.
which is just it's
Yeah.
just Johnny. It was Johnny Frank who was in Attack, and it's him. He writes and records. He's a producer now, and he writes and records all of his own shit. And when he tours, it's just him and two other dudes, and like it's the same kind of vibe where he's blending like EDM, pop, but it's still like the genty old school like progressive rock stuff, but then it's like got this super produced amazing vocal sound, and it's like how Don Broco like blends all this cool shit and like all these cool writing ideas.
Yeah.
And like I love that kind of like new polished post-hardcore rock thing that's happening right now.
Yeah.
I like their
That's
visuals too. Their content
Yeah.
is so original. It's like they're not trying to be like cool dudes. They're just
No,
like,
dude.
this is what it is. This is the vibe, and you're like, man, that is
Dorky.
weird.
It's,
Yeah.
it's dorky, but it's so cool. It's like it's these weird images of them being themselves, and like I think authenticity honestly is like the greatest form of promotion.
key.
Like just be yourself, you know.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
really exciting thing about the band right now, guys. Everybody who's still, I feel bad like signing off because like usually like you'll watch a stream and like numbers will slowly, people got their lives and going like this, but people are not jumping off, which is awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But like the
Okay,
cool
Greg,
thing,
I'll see you later. Peace. man.
I see you later, dude. The cool thing about this band now, this amalgamation of the Wise is like our. As much as we have in common, we're also driven by like really, really different inspirations and
Yeah.
influences, man. And it's just like I've said this. I like the first time I got the chance, I was like, I just want the world to see this version of Otherwise. Please, it's so
Yeah.
exciting, man. Just look at our faces. We look hella different.
It's funny. Every time
Just
I
look
go
at
out,
our faces.
every time I go out in public, like with my tank top or a beanie on, it's like, bro, you look like Travis Barker. I'm like, I really don't. I don't.
I
It's like,
really don't.
I
Yeah.
really don't. Just like you're a
But
white guy in a
whatever.
beanie. You look like Travis Barker.
You look like
Correct.
Matt Damon.
it's like I'm the Asian Brad Pitt. It's so weird.
Yeah, dude.
I-
100%, dude. 100%.
That's exactly who you are, Zach.
It's like
makes so
Bruce
much
Lee
sense
and
now.
Brad Pitt's love child, right?
Yeah,
Zach.
it makes so much sense now.
Oh my god.
Pit Lee kid, bro. Pit Lee kid.
So I think we're gonna do this again here soon, guys.
For sure.
And thank you guys so much for tuning into us. We've been on here for 2 hours now. I know it's time to rock and roll. Thank you guys so much, Joe and Nick. Like it's a pleasure to see your faces. I miss you guys, even though we just spent
Hell
a
yeah.
lot of time together.
Yeah, miss
I
you
miss
guys
you.
for
I miss
sure.
you. We are gonna have some cuts of all the songs. I know a lot of y'all are too lazy to actually go back and scroll down our Facebook page to watch the live stream. Don't worry, we got you. Okay, we're gonna post song by song. All that because it was such a tremendous experience with the Butcher Babies, Escape to Fate, Blacktop Mojo, Evan Stone, Tony
We
Carboni,
played.
Teddy Carrasco, Don King, guys from the Otherwise that we started with. It was just such a tremendous night. So we will be posting about that. We will be doing a lot more stuff. We have the ticket event coming up. We have more stuff on our Patreon. Please subscribe. Patreon/WeAreOtherwise. Please subscribe on Twitch. Keep paying attention. All you guys is love. All this. You guys is talking to us. It's everything to us, really. So
Yes.
thank you again, guys. Any last words, gentlemen, to the Wise World?
Just thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting us. And like what Ryan was saying earlier, dude, like, the donations and the support we're getting from you is like why we're able to keep going. So just like,
Right.
thank you so much. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I'm getting a quick little suggestion from our stream manager, Roger Workus. And one thing we do with streaming is we have to create a Discord. And Discord is a whole other situation. I'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. I promise. Okay. But there's Discord. To everybody on Twitch who's watching this, which is fucking awesome. Thank you. What do you guys think? Should we keep as far as the name for the Discord, should we call it We Are Otherwise? Should we call it The Wise Ones? Should we call it like what's something that ties us into it? Wise Ones, We Are Otherwise. The Wise Guys, that's us though. So I don't think we can call it The Wise Guys.
I
But
think
like,
wise ones. I like the wise ones.
Wise Ones feels good. Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. So that's the announcement to all our Twitchers out there. Is that we're going to be creating a Discord account. What it does, I don't know, but we'll find out. Okay? We will find out. Discord helps with this streaming. Streaming helps with keeping our careers alive. So we're going to do whatever it takes because the rock and roll will stay alive. And with these guys by our side, man, we ain't stopping.
Nope.
So
We ain't done. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, otherwise it's gonna be like Charlie Sheen in the movie Platoon. When the war blows over, we're gonna crawl out of that foxhole and we're gonna shoot Tom Berenger in the chest.
Dude. Oh, I wish my brother was on, but he's on the party bus to the Holiday.
He's on the party
Holiday
van.
Inn.
on the
Hotel
Holiday Inn party
Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
But yeah, he loves that. He loves that. We love that, and we love you guys. The three of you guys on here right now, and we love all you guys on here paying attention. We're gonna sign out here. We're gonna get on with our Fridays. Be safe. Stay in the love. Turn the music up, and keep rocking. Otherwise, you know what I mean. We'll be back with you guys.
Oh,
For sure. Love you guys. Thank you so
guys.
much. Happy Friday. All right.
Love you, dudes.
Love
Peace,
you
guys.
guys.
All right.
Peace.